butter this, put butter parchment, and put buttered parchment on top of the butter inside the butter of the butter. Wasn't that satisfying? Low stress, high excitement. This is like finger painting. Okay, so we're making brownies in the slow cooker. So you can like wait and anticipate and just let them, you know, cook away. Bittersweet chocolate, we start about 9 ounces. And this is not sweet, right? It's bittersweet, not sweet. And a stick of butter cubed up. And this is gonna kind of build the foundation for our batter. So the first thing I wanna do is just get this gently melting over what we call a double boiler, which is when you put a bowl over a pot of boiling water. And that's so pretty. This is a double boiler when there's water simmering underneath but not touching, so something can gently melt. And this should take between 3 and 5 minutes to melt the chocolate and the butter together. So the first thing we're gonna do, now that our butter and chocolate is melting together, is get the slow cooker ready. So I take out the middle part. As an insurance policy, I'm gonna butter this, put butter parchment, and put buttered parchment on top of the butter inside the butter of the butter, because we want this to come out easily. So I'm just taking a little extra soft butter that I have, and I'm just gonna literally butter the inside of this. Can you use nonstick spray for this? Yes, but these are brownies. We need them to taste really good, and butter tastes better. And this is fun, right? This is like finger painting. So I'm just buttering, not too much, but just enough that I know that if anything goes on in here, any shenanigans, it won't stick. Okay, I like that. Step 1, and then step 2 is parchment. You wanna create a little parchment insurance policy to make sure we can get the brownies out. So we're gonna actually do 2. Butter this. And I know generally parchment is non-stick, but again, why not butter it a little bit? And all it will do is make sure you get it out of the slow cooker, and it'll make the brownies taste better. Light layer of butter. See that? I don't mind. I actually want this to overlap a little. And don't worry if it wrinkles up a little or crumples up a little in there. It's gonna do that. Don't stress it. And then another one. And again. Thin layer of butter. And then this one, I'm gonna go the other way. So I'm crisscrossing. And this way, I have an overlap here to pull the brownies out on any side. And it's all buttered in there. Double and triple insured non-stick. We're definitely gonna get these brownies out of here, which is important. Because this is a deep vessel, right? It's not gonna be easy to just lift these out of here without doing this. Okay, now this goes right into the slow cooker. And we are ready to make our batter. All right, so let's talk about what goes in these brownies. We have our double boiler where we are melting our butter and bittersweet chocolate, because there's more than one type of chocolate in these brownies, and you can see that. It's so satisfying to watch that chocolate and butter melt together. And in fact, I'm gonna take this off here, and you could just mesmerize yourself. Again, the bittersweet chocolate only, and the butter melted together. And don't worry, if there's like a little bit of unmelted chocolate, just let it sit on the counter and let it finish. Nice and easy. This should be low stress, high excitement. It's giving nose bath. All right, so that's hanging out over here. And now we have the rest of the ingredients for the batter. Now into the melted bittersweet chocolate and butter, we're gonna have sugar, 1 cup, a couple teaspoons of vanilla, and 3 eggs. That's part 1, the wet. And over here, the more dry ingredients, we have 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of cocoa, a teaspoon of salt, and 9, 10, 12, whatever your bag is of chocolate. And this is semi-sweet chocolate chips, or I have some little chunks here. Chocolate number 2, bittersweet 1, semi-sweet 2. So all this is gonna make that batter. If you can't remember, don't worry. This is gonna be on my Substack. 2 teaspoons vanilla, 1 cup of sugar, and we whisk. I'm gonna add that melted chocolate. Wasn't that satisfying? Chocolate. Looks like brownies already. The last thing we wanna add is the flour, because we don't want the flour to get a big workout. The less you whisk your flour whenever you bake, the more tender your cake. 1 teaspoon salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon baking powder, and let's whisk. And this is my mother's whisk. So beautiful. Every time I cook, something about her enters the chat. Up until this point, I've been using a whisk, but now I'm adding flour, so I'm gonna go back to my spatula because I wanna add the flour gently. Look at this. I mean, this is like a January jacuzzi if I ever saw one. 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour. Nice and easy. Just a little mix, gentle. Before, it was aggressive mixing to make sure everything was mixed together, but now with the flour, we're gonna be really gentle. Chips. I always add the chips last. Now I'm making these without nuts. If you wanted to add nuts, you could just add a cup of nuts, like walnuts, whatever, almonds, right now at this point. So nuts go with the chips if you're using them. And there's our batter. Now let's assemble and put these brownies in for a long, slow cooking nap. Remember, we have our buttered parchment and our buttered slow cooker. Batter in there. I'm actually just gonna leave this and cover it. We're ready to start slow cooking. I'm gonna put the slow cooker on low for 1.5 hours and then check them. And then I'm gonna take the cover off and let them bake another 1/2 hour or so to get a little crust on top, and then we'll see if they're done. And then we'll eat them. This is the kind of dessert you wanna start before dinner, like after breakfast. We'll be back soon, or not so soon, with an update. What happened?
Oh, it smells so good.
Does it? Oh, I'm so glad. Behind the scenes in the kitchen here, we're just noting that it smells so good in here. And I wonder why. See these brownies? See how they're cooking around the edges? They've got that gooey center. These brownies have been cooking for about 1 hour, so they have about 1 hour or so to go. See why I said to make these before dinner? All right, we'll see you in a little bit. These brownies have literally been in the slow cooker for like 3 hours, and they look gorgeous. Now remember, we did this whole thing where we buttered the parchment. So I'm literally gonna take this right out. Smells fantastic. And then I'm literally gonna just cut with a spoon, honestly. A little piece. You can get that little, every piece is kind of a corner piece because it's edges all around. That brownies in a crock pot, who knew? The hand is back.
Wow.
I got a wow. Hands back for more, that's a good sign. And what's beautiful is when they come out of the slow cooker, you can keep them warm, but they're really hot. You could keep them warm for like 1 hour or 2 and then just cover them with ice cream or whipped cream. Are you gonna make these full recipes on my Substack? Low for 1.5 hours and then take the cover off and let them bake another 1/2 hour or so to get a little crust on top,